Year-to-date, all major U.S. stock indices are down double digits or close to it, thanks to a confluence of factors: inflation, rising interest rates, COVID-19, and now the war in Ukraine. With so much going on around the world, it's been a challenge to simply keep up with the latest news, let alone figure out how it may all affect your portfolio and the global economy. So today, I'd like to present a few questions that have been created by this environment and attempt to answer them based on the information we currently have. First question: how much will the war in Ukraine affect the U.S. economy and the global economy? Even before the war, inflation and rising interest rates pose serious risks to U.S. economic growth. Now the ripple effects of the war, particularly the sanctions being levied out on both sides, appear likely to exacerbate the global supply chain issues we've been seeing, while also creating a commodities crunch that will likely extend high inflation numbers out even longer. A lot has been made of the U.S. sanctions on Russia, but Russia is also sanctioning the U.S. and Europe, recently announcing a commodity export ban through the end of the year. Russia is, of course, the third largest oil producer in the world and the biggest exporter of natural gas. They are also a major supplier of grains and metals such as aluminum, nickel, and palladium. Question 2, should we make portfolio adjustments? Well, it depends on what you currently own and your investment time horizon. In regards to stocks, large U.S. stocks will be best positioned to weather the storm, while a lack of visibility for European and emerging market stocks will likely remain for some time due to the war and the fallout of sanctions. In regards to bonds, you want to be mindful of credit quality and duration. Inflation and rising interest rates are not great for bonds, so focus on protecting against those risks. Alternatives such as commodities, real estate must also be considered, as inflation seems poised to hang around for a while. Question 3, is this a buying opportunity for stocks? Well, yes, especially beaten down large U.S. companies with growing profits. Lots of negative headlines lately, but large U.S. stocks just had another great quarter. The S&P 500 reported earnings growth of 31%, and 76% of companies exceeded their earnings per share estimates. We still have a lot more to cover, so next week we'll be back with part 2, where we will address 3 more questions related to these recent events.